What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson the Gypsy King Fury and Jake Paul. Get this. Jake Paul says that he is the savior of boxing. He said if me and some heavyweights and some lightweights are the reason why the sport is still afloat. He also said that Tyson Fury is afraid to fight Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk. And let me counterpunch. I'm the savior of boxing. Is he the savior of boxing? No, because boxing is a widespread sport. In America, he's making more buzz than normal boxers here, so he has an argument because it's like, who the hell else has that buzz? Who the hell else is making that $15 million? Nobody. Not Spence, not Davis, not none of these guys. Okay, the only people that's making that type of money, Pacquiao was, and Canelo, as far as over on this side. I'm not talking about the UK. That's a separate issue, okay, because in the UK, boxing is alive and well, as people know. Shout out to my peeps in the UK because you guys make it what it is. Over here, Jake Paul, YouTubers have to bring buzz to the fucking sport, and it's sad because we're arguing if a YouTuber brought something to a sport that was dying. For once, it's bad and it's sad because it is falling off. Think about when Canelo Alvarez retires. Who's going to fill that place? Fucking nobody. There's nobody that's over on this side. There's nobody going to fill that void. Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia. These guys haven't done any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know De La Hoya, that's a golden boy stable and things like that. But the only people that I really can think about is like who? Spence. The PBC, they fight their own. So they're too tribal to branch out, to reach out. Okay. Crawford had to come to their side of the street, right, to even think about negotiating for a fight. You know what I'm saying? So there's nobody over here. Mikey's retired. Mikey Garcia, he's done. Job well done, Mikey. But other than that, I don't see anybody off the top of my head that is that type of pedigree. Okay, so Cotto's gone. Mayweather's gone. Pacquiao's gone. You know what I mean? Mosley's gone. You have all these fighters, they're gone. So there's not enough super fights that we have. Devin Haney went over there to beat up Cambosos, took all the fucking belts, but then yet no one wants to fight him. Okay. Well, who else? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have enough of those fights. Teofimo, no. He got the belt and he turned into a fucking diva. So, you know what I mean? Like, so there's no one really left that has the charismatic attitude, the personality, anything to really talk up or promote the sport of boxing over on this side, okay? All right, Mike Tyson and all those guys are gone a long time ago, but even we have buzz off of them because we need that buzz. So back to Jake Paul in regards to him. He brings a whole nother platform to the sport of boxing. Do you guys remember Logan Paul and KSI 1? You see how big that was on DAZN? People shot that shit down, but how many views did it get? It was massive. Why? Because a group of people that normally don't watch boxing because Logan Paul, a YouTuber with so many millions of subscribers versus KSI with so many millions of subscribers also fought in the ring. Okay, so that's what we have. And then Jake Paul is picking up the legacy of the Pauls, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, hey, I'm more boisterous, and matter of fact, he's more boisterous and obnoxious as Logan. Logan's really not all that obnoxious. I mean, he could talk shit, but I think Jake Paul takes him. Okay, so does Jake Paul have an argument? Yeah, he does, because he brought a whole group of people to a sport that's not that popular over on the U.S. side. Okay, now as far as Tyson Fury goes, Tyson Fury, is he afraid to fight Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua? All right, I think, and look, and I want people to understand this. All right. When you think of Tyson Fury, think of a bigger, taller, whiter Floyd Mayweather. The comparisons are there just like that. Okay? Just clear as day. Because, think about it. Oh, he can't get past me heavyweight Mayweather defense. Mayweather. Exhibitions. Mayweather. WWF. Mayweather. All those things Tyson Fury has mirrored from Floyd. The fucking O. Okay? The O. And he knows the O is marketable. Because there are going to be some dumb dipshits out there that believe that you can't have a great strategizing team around you to pick fights versus being a great fighter. Because the first thing you could always say is they never lost. When Floyd was fighting, he had the worst fans. Those Flomos were terrible. They were just as terrible as the Pack-Tards. A lot of those were racists. A lot of Flomos were racist. And together they just made a bunch of shit. Okay? Together they just exploded with stupidity. All right? So what we have is Tyson Fury saying, hey, I never lost. Floyd, Money Mayweather, I never lost. So the argument would be, because they know the argument would always be, hey, who's beat me? Because I've never lost. So that guy, you're talking about Joshua, the guy with 2 losses, right? That guy has lost. So that's going to be the overall theme. So Joshua is Pacquiao. Fucking Tyson Fury is Mayweather. Why do you think he talks up Mayweather? Because Anthony Joshua. Because he knows that if he's going to sell, he's going to have to fight him. Like Floyd eventually knew, I have to fight this fucking guy in order to get the money that I need. Okay, Floyd would have never made that money if it wasn't for Pacquiao. So don't get it twisted for you Flomo fans out there. And I'm not just taking a dig at Floyd. What I'm comparing Floyd to is Tyson. And Tyson's doing the same thing. He wants to retire, look good doing it, but don't want to lose that O. So is he afraid of fighting Joshua or Usyk? I don't think he's afraid of fighting the person. I think he's afraid of losing the O. Because he knows once the O's gone, nobody's going to give a shit. He's not the highest paid. Unlike Floyd. Floyd was at least the highest paid. So he was that, a bag of chips and some. So it was like that, but he's not the highest paid. Is he the most popular? No. Is he respected in the boxing circles of boxing aficionados? Of course he is. Yes. But he's had some dirty tests and some, you know what I mean? And they came back to haunt him a couple years ago, when he came off one of his latest wins against Deontay Wilder. Then he did it again. Then he beat White. So that was impressive when he did what he did to White. I'm not taking anything away from him. What I'm saying is those two guys will be a threat. Okay. And Tyson knows there's a chance. Excuse me. I don't mean that person that talks all that shit. I mean the Tyson Fury that you don't hear is cognitive, and he knows there's a possibility I could lose to either one of those guys. And he knows, look, if Joshua wins, I'm going to fight him because he earned his keep. He's beat everybody in a rematch that he's lost to. So yeah, then he has the belts. I have the WBC. We're going to do undisputed, and that he knows that belt is a bargaining tool. That's why he hasn't gave it up. Okay, he knows that. But if it's Usyk's an uncertainty when it comes to getting in the ring, because the fucking guy has no flaws. He's just smaller, but that's not necessarily a flaw. Okay, ask Steve Cunningham. Okay, that's not really a flaw. So he's not chinny. He's not slow. It ain't like he can't hit. Look what he did. He had Chisora on Queer Street for a while. Shout out to Farhana, said, well, he almost won, but he didn't. He didn't almost win. He ran out of gas like he always does. Chisora is a 6-round fighter. He just pushes through the next 6 rounds. But as soon as he slowed down, as soon as Oleksandr Usyk withstood those blows, and actually you should give him credit for taking all that damn punishment, because Chisora was coming at him. He brings war, and that's what he did to Usyk. Usyk took that shit, and he got his own shit off. But was his own shit better than Chisora's shit? Yes, it was. Okay? So I don't even know what the argument is about that. But he was still able to take those shots. So if he can withstand mauling from Chisora, what makes you think he can't withstand mauling for Tyson Fury and still focus and get off like he did with Chisora? Yes, he's faster. Yes, he's taller. Yes, he's bigger. Does he punch harder? We don't really know. You know what I mean? Chisora might punch harder than Tyson Fury. But guess what? Oleksandr Usyk withstood it. That's why people, if Oleksandr Usyk beats Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury is like, you know what? Nah, I'm not fucking with him. He couldn't do that once, and damn, he can't do it twice. So you know what? Joshua's done, but so am I, because I'm not going back in there and putting my shit, my legacy. I got a statue too. Fuck Deontay. My statue is me dropping down Deontay, knocking down Deontay. So I don't need to go back in there to prove anything to nobody because I ain't never been beat. But here's the thing, you never been beat because maybe you never fought the people that could beat you. Okay, counterpunch. You know what I mean? And another comparison to Mayweather I just thought about. Look what happened with Manny Pacquiao when he got knocked out. Okay, then Floyd it was okay to fight him because he knew this guy is not indestructible. This guy is not juicing, because you know that was the word around the campfire that Manny Pacquiao was on steroids, and Floyd even expressed that he's scared to fight him because he thought he was on steroids. He said, "My health is more important. Who's going to look after me? My family's important. If they say you got to fight them, be all limped over and hurt, or take all the money, I say take it all back." You guys remember that? That was Floyd, because Floyd was ranting because he thought Manny Pacquiao was cheating. Y'all moving up in weight, but I ain't walking through no damn fighters. You know, y'all motherfuckers don't imagine his head did just grow. He went from a 7 to an 8 hat, a fitted hat. You guys remember that? That was a rant that Floyd. So Floyd was like, hey, he might be beatable. Okay? But Tyson Fury looks at Anthony Joshua. I know he's beatable because he's been beaten before. So it's an easier perception to beat someone that's already been beaten versus someone that has not. Counterpunch. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jake Paul stating that Tyson Fury is afraid of Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk, and he's the savior of boxing. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.